record on this call. Good morning, Joo-Lee. How are you doing?
I'm well. Hi, Diana.
Here we are again, together, having chats. That seems to be working for the two of us and for people listening in. I had quite a lot of people saying they so enjoyed finding out about what you do and finding out about what I do. So it's a good combination.
Well, it's interesting for me to hear each time what you're doing and the new projects that you're up to. So what's your latest project?
So at the moment, I'm doing something, you know how when you have registered with a company already,
Yes.
and then they see super offers, right, that you do to attract new clients, right? So I deal with, mindfulness, clearing the mind and reframing the mindset, but I'm always giving really great offers to new clients. And then I was thinking, what about my clients, my people already? I want to do something for them. So I'm creating a new course, right? It's going to be connecting the dots to vibrant health. Woohoo! And actually, it's really designed for my people, but it's also for anybody else who wants to join, of course. And so that's keeping me, though, Joo-Lee, honestly, sitting down the past few days, 17 hours a day. So I feel, it's a lot of sitting down.
A lot of sitting down. Having said that, every time I see you, I do think about vibrant health. You look vibrant. I mean, I love your luscious hair.
Thank you, too kind.
Lovely hair, lovely skin, a great figure. So tell me, what is vibrant health to you, and how do you personally achieve vibrant health? Not just health, not just good health. I love the fact that you use the words vibrant health.
Well, you know what? Some people are sick right now, so they have a cancer or something. Or some people are expecting some kind of hereditary thing, right? So what's vibrant health for me, it's going to start in the mind, But I mean, you know what? I just think I have to do something about not sitting down that many hours. I mean, I'm crazy from sitting down. It's going to be another big day today. I'm expecting a 15-hour plus day, because I'm shaping up things and free webinars and things like that. So I don't know. I'd love to join your class, Joo-Lee. I mean, if you want. So you're in the UK, right? Whereabouts again?
I'm based in the northeast of England, in
Okay.
Durham. Yeah.
Okay.
And I liked what you said about sitting down. I think you can find lots of evidence about the impact on your health if you sit down too much.
Absolutely right.
Sitting down, it's apparently a killer.
It is a killer, and that vibrant health won't stay with me forever. So I'd love to come and take a course, but you're so far away.
It's inactivity that makes us, unwell. Well, I can be far away, but I'm not the only dance teacher in the world. There are lots and lots of dance teachers. Anyone can come along to my class, or they can go along to their local class. However, I'm very excited to be launching my online swing dance course. So I'm helping people who are far away, who are not near to me, to be able to dance and to learn to dance before they go to a dance class. Now, most of the fears about going to a dance class is about, making a fool of oneself. Of course, no one really makes a fool of themselves. But if it helps to alleviate those fears, then why not? So I have a series of online tuition. It's like an online course where you get to see me and I talk to you and I talk you through the steps. So you'll be able to access the online course. But for you, Mariana, just for you.
But I love this, Joo-Lee. That sounds fun. That's just what I need. Sorry.
We could perhaps record our journey together.
Yeah.
We'll just have a private session between you and me. I'll make you a dancer in, let's say, have you got 5 minutes for 5 weeks?
Yeah, that's so exciting. Are you kidding? That's a great offer. Wow. I love that because I live in the middle of nowhere here. There's no class here. I'm with cows and green fields. There's no dance class anyway.
It's not always easy to learn on YouTube. A lot of people
watch.
You can watch the dance clips on YouTube for a bit of entertainment, but what you really need in getting the confidence to dance often it's feedback.
Right.
You might learn something, but then you start thinking, do I look a fool? Am I doing the right thing? So just having someone to give you a bit of feedback,
Yeah.
it's quite helpful. So in this day and age when people are busy and they can't always get to a class, or like yourself, if you live too far away, in the remote countryside, then you can access a number of online courses. But
I love that.
I recommend my online course.
Of course, I recommend. And when is your online course coming up, Joo-Lee? Do you have like a free webinar happening or something?
Instead of doing webinar, I'm giving away a free sample, so you can try part of the course for free.
Okay, well, I tell you what, I mean, we're just having a chat this morning. We decided to get together and we're actually just recording what we talk about usually. So anybody listening to this, you're eavesdropping, but that's okay because we're here to serve. And Joo-Lee is all about the joy and the fun and the spontaneity and the dance and the beauty and all the mindset. Actually, we really have this thing in common. I do a lot of the sitting down stuff, but so this is just a recording, a conversation we decided to record. So you're actually eavesdropping if you're listening to this, but it's good for you. So hang around, you're going to get some free stuff, right?
Yes.
Oh God, listen, I'm not a dancer. I have to warn you. I don't mind making a fool of myself because I think I do that anyway. That keeps me humble, right? But I'm not a dancer. I have to tell you that you will laugh.
Probably. I find that very interesting. See, Mahana, what you were saying is what everyone thinks. Very quickly the hands come up in defense. Oh, I'm not a dancer.
Right.
I have, the common things are I'm not a dancer. I have 2 left feet, and I have another. It's the same thing everyone says. What is a dancer anyway? It's like saying I'm not an eater because I don't have appetite. Right. So everyone thinks there's a special mystique to do with dancing. Dancing is what every child does.
Yes, right.
Watch the jumping around, the skipping, and you know what? They don't sit still. They don't sit still. And it's a very strange thing. Sometimes I watch children in a group of adults, meaning, in a family unit. The child must think, why are you adults just sitting around? Walking. Oh God. Want to skip, to run, to jump around. And I think that is dancing. That is the most natural thing. Okay. Secondly, we sometimes think about dancing as a show, as a performance. Right. Hence, the expression that goes, I'm not a dancer. It's basically saying, don't expect me to be very good. So we expect ourselves, we think of dancing as a show, as a performance. Now, dancing is real personal expression. Let's go back to talk about children. When you see them jumping around, they're not putting on a show. They might be showing off. They're having fun. They're expressing joy. And again, when you go to a live music concert, you see people kind of moving around a little bit. The reason we can look a little stiff as adults is because we've been sitting around. Right. Adults who go to a live concert want to move around, but they worry about looking like they're doing mummy or daddy dance, That's because there's stiffness in the hips, and they've forgotten where the hips are because you're sitting down all day. So it's a very natural thing to be done, and we just need to unblock our minds around dancing and not think of it as a performance. It's because we watch it on the media, on TV or on social media. We think that dancing is a show, but dancing is
just moving us.
Like you and I are talking at the moment, and we are very fortunate to have the gift of language, the skill of language. Mm-hmm. We can use our language to be an actor. Sure. But we can use the language we have simply to express thoughts, feelings, and have a conversation. Mm-hmm. And that's what my dancers do. We're a group of what we call social dancers. We dance to socialize. We dance because we hear music, but we want to have the skills to move to music. I love that. Ourselves. Yeah. So Unblock is about reconnecting with our bodies. That's all it is. So
I love
talking
that.
with our hands, that can be, so that's an expression. So that's dancing, if you like. And in some cultures, people speak without moving their lips.
That's true. That's
Just
true. Yeah, and in France, we're all about the Italy as well.
that's
I
right.
dance in the kitchen a lot, but no, but I mean, I do dance in the kitchen.
Hmm.
I mean, it's, you know, it's fun. And I even sing, but now, thank God, no one's listening to this. I only sing when I'm on my own.
We get very concerned about being judged by other people, but the
Yes,
truth is, I believe, people are too busy judging themselves to be
absolutely.
judged,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. And if people judge us, if they are your friends, they're not going to judge you. If they're not your friends, then you need to be concerned about what they think, because they're not your
Absolutely. But that's
what
what, definitely. Yeah.
yeah, we mustn't do is judge ourselves. We have to
Yeah.
stop that right now. You know, stop judging ourselves.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. Have fun.
allow ourselves to have fun and to express our joy for life. And music can help us to, to express our joy for life.
Absolutely. And it's like, as you're saying, it's like being like children. It's the same with the spiritual journey or the personal development work. It's like be more like children. Just be yourself, you know. But
Young children rarely worry about what people think,
that's
but
true.
as they become more socialized, as they go to school, and
Yeah.
their peers
Yeah.
say nasty words, possibly. Then they start then maybe around
Mm.
7 to start being conscious about what people think.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
more we can help each other to feel assured about ourselves, the better. And in my dance groups, we believe that dancing as a community is great. It's good to dance on your own,
Mm-hmm.
why not? And sometimes people want to learn a few steps before they go along to a class. But when you're with a group of like-minded people who are kind, who have passion and compassion, and you're just there to dance, no
I love
nonsense,
it.
then it's like coming together to learn a language and then
Yeah.
practice conversing. That's all it is. But if in our minds we think it's about a show, and
Yeah.
we
Absolutely.
strictly come dancing where you put your heart and soul into a performance only to be given
Mm.
a mark out of 10,
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
be criticized. That's not what it's about. That kind of dancing is possibly for professionals who are
Sure.
training to be the very best they can. So of course they would have a more challenging journey
Mm. Of
in
course.
their success, because they're trying to be the very best in order to entertain and to
Sure.
inspire you. But for what I call normal people, and if you just want to learn to dance to have fun, there
Yeah.
is no need to put yourself in front of judges or
Yeah.
to
Absolutely.
train for 6 to 10 hours a day. That's for people who are training to be
Sure.
professionals.
Yeah.
Yeah, be
I love
yourself.
that, Julie.
Yeah, just enjoy yourself dancing
Thank
to
you.
be.
I mean, that's a great offer. I love that. I'm going to be, this is the office, right? This is where everything happens. Look, you see all these crazy bits of, what do you call it, post-its and that. So I really, and I
You
have actually,
you have a smooth floor, yes.
yes, I do.
So
For gliding.
we're going to record a series of private lessons with
Oh
us.
boy, that's going to be fun. You know what I try to do in an effort to take care of my body? But like I'll walk an hour a day. I just came back from a walk actually up the mountain at the back of the house. It's 3.5 kilometers. I don't do it every day. I used to do it every day with my dog. I don't now because I don't have the dog now. But I try and do it, 3, 4, 5 times a week. But what I've done with the phone, is I've put a reminder every hour. It could go off actually in a minute because it's just a little bit of music, and when I hear that every hour, most of the time, sometimes I go just switch it off, but sometimes I actually get up and move around just a little, just even just do a little
It's a
whatever,
good idea. Yeah,
Yeah,
otherwise we're so engrossed with what we're doing. Too
yeah,
often just go by and we're still
Absolutely. It's crazy. So anybody who works in an office listening to that, I work in an office, anybody who's, bound to their chair and their computer all day, you've got to get up every hour, even if it's like 3 minutes, just to move a little and stuff, take care of the old body.
Yes. Yeah.
I love that you offered that, Joo-Lee. That's too kind. That's fantastic. And so for anybody right now listening and they go, hey, I want that, what do they do?
They can find me on Facebook very easily. My dance company is called Lindy Jazz. L-I-N-D-J-A-Z-Z.
But I'm going to put the link actually in the below, right? I'm just going to put the link. And is there like the trial you're talking about online?
Yes, you can try a sample of the class, because often people can't imagine what it's like to dance, to learn to dance online.
Yeah.
So various courses, and you can choose one of my free courses.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll put the link there as well, right? We'll put the link there. That's fantastic. That's just really, really fantastic. Wow. Okay, great. Yeah, no, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that because, I'm here I am. I love my people. I love my customers, those that I know and those that I don't know yet. And I want them to have the health that I have, and I want them to connect the dots. So that it's so easy to erase any illness, any oncoming, any flu, the cancer, anything even really serious. I had cancer and spontaneous remission, right? And just, it's like switching on the inner physician. We all have an inner physician, and it's how to get out of the way so the inner physician takes over and keeps you rejuvenated, rejuvenated, and vibrant, right? I mean, that's it. That's all
A little more, if I could rewind a bit. Connecting the dots is something you've talked about for a while, and I'm curious to know what it really means. It sounds simple, but what is connecting the dots? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, thank you, Joo-Lee. Well, actually, it's a book that I wrote, and I trademarked the method in the UK and in Ireland. But actually, there's so many people using connecting the dots, for so many things. Like Steve Jobs talks about connecting the dot. He's got a thing on YouTube, and there's lots of people who use it. So the method that I use actually is NeuroBiology reprogramming. So the very simply, neurobiology is the electric emission between the brain and the body, and whatever the mind entertains, it messages the body with thought forms and habits and state of health and abundance and whatever it is that anybody's tripping up with. So that's a method that I use, and then we end up connecting the dots, if you see what I mean. So connecting the dots is the effect of connecting your own dots. So it's mental, emotional, physical.
Yes, connecting our emotions with our and our mental.
That's it. It's kind of finding out how we work on the inside. You know what I mean? We have a manual for anything we buy, and we don't have a manual of how does this work on the inside. So I make it really simple, and then people, it's going to be on health. So we're looking for healing and vibrant energy.
Can you give me an example of how our thinking can affect us? I mean, I could hear the word cancer and so on as you were talking fairly quickly there. So am I right in thinking that our thoughts, our emotions can either make us have cancer or make our cancer better? Is that what you're saying?
Well, you know what? I'm losing battery. Hold on. Sorry. I need to plug in the computer. Totally sorry. Okay. Wow. That's disorganized. Terribly sorry about that.
No worries.
This is just a chat, right? So we're just having fun. Well, you know what, Joo-Lee? No, it's not like that, because anybody else will be really scared if they hear that. But it's just, I always say you can take the diagnosis. If somebody gave you a diagnosis, that's going to be a GP, a doctor, right? But you can choose the prognosis. The prognosis is what you've been told about it, you know.
Yeah.
And no, you cannot necessarily bring on something consciously, because a lot of the mind functions from the subconscious. So there's a lot in our subconscious that we don't even know is there. But I will say that any fear-based, and that's what the free webinar coming up is called, three ways that conscious women, but it's for men as well, but I put just women in the title because I have more women than men. 3 ways conscious women do to harm themselves, you know, things they think about, rather than, you know, having access to vibrant health. I can't remember the title exactly, but anyway, something like that. And it's because it's stress, it's the guilt, it's the shame, it's the negative anticipation, it's the having things out of control, it's an old story, it's a hereditary belief that something's going to happen. It's all of that put together that really puts the mind, all of the mind, conscious and subconscious, in a state of, you know, negative anticipation, we'll say. Yeah, we're not even conscious of it. That's the thing. A lot of it, we're not conscious that we're afraid about some things, or that we're harboring something, you know, a belief we took on board. So this is really about taking responsibility and having a little bit of self-discipline, you know, a little bit of a daily ritual that, just like you brush your teeth, you can take care of your internal mechanism, you know.
To help me understand what you really do, because I know you do a number of things, including giving talks, giving webinars, and writing books. You have a number of clients. If your client were to come to you either on a one-to-one or as part of a retreat or a program, what kind of clients come to you? How do they know that they need your help or can access your help? So what kind of help do they get from you?
First of all, it's the same method. It's always the same method. It's really about them taking responsibility and taking ownership of, you know, the mind, emotion, body connection. People come, they're usually stuck in one of 3 things. It's going to be finances, or it's going to be health, or it's going to be relationships. You know, there's going to be, like, we're really good at one or the other, and then we tend to have difficulties in another area of our lives. And so whether it's a book, or whether it's in-person seminar, or if it's an online, you know, like I have different topics at different times. Right now we're going to focus on health. It's going to be somebody who is willing to take responsibility for themselves and who's willing to put the work. I don't want anybody coming who doesn't understand that they have the power to, you know, to change their own life. Having said that, once people can do that, I also do sessions, you know, so we do subconscious clearing sessions. But I have to say the best results are always from somebody being willing to help themselves. So they'll either read a book, or they'll come to a webinar, or there's a couple of free things on my website, but then they'll go, okay, that looks good. I want to, you know, I want to get a handle on me, basically. I want to know how I function, why I trip here or there, so I can maximize my human potential. And then we do the work. So in private, we do the work online or in person or whatever.
Say somebody was very overweight, you know, and as a result of being overweight, they could be tired and maybe, well, generally not very happy with their appearance. And it's quite a common thing. I expect that the weight loss industry is huge.
Yeah.
Like, for example, somebody was overweight, unhappy about their body shape, and unhappy about the constant lack of energy. When you say do the work, do you heal them, or do you talk to them? Do they read books? Do they have some activities to carry out? So what actually happens?
All the above, yes. We'll do everything now, but we'll start with the mindset. You know, like you're talking about the people and the dance. It's gonna start with the mindset. The only reason why somebody is overweight, why somebody is, you know, not having the thing they want to get, the health or the vibrant health, it's going to be in a horribly simple, you know, bottom line, kind of thing to look at. It's lack of love, lack of appreciation for self. So we fill up with something else. Some people it's alcohol, some people it's drugs, it can be food, meaningless sex, gambling. It doesn't matter what we do. It's the difference between who we are at the core and what we want to experience is just the lack of self-appreciation. It's self-hatred, it's self-disapproval, guilt, shame, something in, you know, something we can't let go. So we work on that.
If a client comes to you and by talking with you,
Mm-hmm.
you maybe diagnose and can come to a realization that they may have these subconscious issues. Is that what happens sometimes?
Yeah, we usually talk, and you know what, they know it usually. They know, maybe they haven't told anybody that they really, really don't like who they are, or there's something they can't let go of. But this is the only reason why anybody is having any problems. It's just, you know, there's something in there that's being kept, and that's, you know, it's like a void. Do you know what I mean? And for example, somebody who's overweight, we try and fill the void because this is how we think we're getting love, because we're treating ourselves, but it's not, it's killing ourselves, you know, it's too much food. So, you know, and it depends where somebody is at, if they're ready to jump in there and do the work, or do they need to, you know, first of all read something and go, because you'll be surprised, sometimes we're not willing to let go of the problem because it's something that makes us feel significant, something we've had all our life. So, you know, it's the same with illness. People have an illness sometimes and they're not really willing to let it go because it gives us, you know, love from other people, significance, because people are like, gosh, are you okay? So it's pity and stuff, but it's some kind of energy we get, you know, so they can be all of that. Sorry?
So it's like getting the attention as well.
Absolutely,
Yes.
you know. So we're you know, but we're not very complex creatures, but it's just a willingness, I would say, it's a willingness to look at self that's going to, you know, I don't really work with people who are not prepared to look at themselves, because I wouldn't be helping anyone. I think this was the old format. We gave our power away to the doctor, to the priest, to the da-da-da. Nowadays it's about, you know, voting for ourselves. You vote with your fork, you vote with the food you buy, you vote with everything you put in your own body, and it's really about reclaiming your own power. I guess in a nutshell, that's really what we do in connecting the dots, you know. Yeah.
Do your clients learn from you by a number of ways? One, via webinars, by reading your books, and by attending your group sessions or retreats, and by seeing you personally. Are those the ways that your clients work with you?
Absolutely, Joo-Lee. It's going to be parts education, you know. A transformation is going to be finding out how this works and then linking an emotion to it, so they can really, you know, they get the energy to want to do the work, and then they do the work themselves. And the work is very simple. It's only 3 steps. Takes a total of 6 minutes a day, two times 3 minutes done in bed. So we it's not, you know, it's going to be a mental, emotional exercise more than, and somebody who wants to stay vibrant, of course, I highly recommend they move, they dance, or they walk, or they do something. Get a dog and walk the dog.
This simple practice that doesn't take very much time, is this something you do yourself?
Absolutely, yeah. I absolutely, I really,
Every
you know,
day.
Every day. It's just, it's not, you know, it's really with breath, and it's really with discipline. It's mental discipline, you know. It's being able to catch the inner bully, you know that one, the inner critic, the one you were talking about, that people are judging themselves, and being able to change the dialogue, because that's going to message, it's neurobiology, so that's going to change how the body responds to the thoughts that we're having. If I'm having thoughts like I hate myself and I la-di-la-di-la, right? I mean, what's my body going to be like, you know? So
Yes.
in a funny way, we see people's thoughts on the bodies. We see our own thoughts in a way, because the body is kind of a printout of what we've been thinking and what we've been feeling. So the body is almost the result of a past thinking and feeling. So the body lives in the past. So it's about bringing that back in alignment and, you know, bringing the body in the moment, and the moment has to be complementary to the person, loving who they are, at least appreciating who they are, having compassion, having fun, as you were saying, you know, having kindness, having fun is the thing though, and being able to laugh itself. So I won't keep you too much longer, Joo-Lee, because I know you're very busy, and I'm gonna laugh a lot when I dance with you.
I think we're going to laugh a lot together.
I know that's going to be great. I'm so excited about that. Thank you.
We mustn't take ourselves too seriously.
But no, I agree.
I'm not brain surgery or anything. It's only dancing.
Absolutely. That sounds so great.
Yeah, let's do that soon.
Okay, let's do that soon.
I'm sure your listeners and my dancers will be very interested to see our week by week progress. Let's put a date in our diary. You've said it in public now. You'll have to dance now.
I'll do it. And you know, if any, but so what we'll do now, I'm going to, what I'll do is I will, hold on now. We're going to say goodbye. We're going to finish with the recording, but then don't just go away, because I want to book myself in with you, right? So thank you for this morning. Thank you for your time, Joo-Lee. I cannot wait to start dancing. I'm excited already.
Yes.
And I hope you can come to the free webinar. Hey, if you want.
Yes,
I mean, you're in perfect health already. You're yourself vibrant and everything, but you never know, you know. Thank you, Joo-Lee.